There is a new Lost Legends, the Creeper Clash, and this is how I failed it. Not once, but twice. First learning the ropes and then trying to get better at it. I just couldn't get it, but I hope show you what this Lost Legends is about, because it is a fun one again. It has a unique twist and is all about creepers. You start off with like 2-3 creepers, and your goal is to destroy things, which is great. So here I am out in the middle of nowhere, not really knowing my surroundings, and I'm able to blow things up with creepers and only creepers. And sometimes with only 3 creepers, it takes a couple rounds, but there's these small bastions all over, and for my first round, I decided to go straight to a big boy, thinking, how could you ever get more creepers than 3? Because that's all the more I knew at the first round. So going into this big bastion, it was a big bastion, and I just couldn't get my way around this place. The nearest point to get into the middle was clear around the whole thing. You only have 3 creepers, can't build anything else. So odds are not looking too good on this first round. And if you didn't notice, up in the top right, that says 3 minutes. Yeah, that's not much time, and that'll all explain more in my second round. But I'm just going back and forth, in and out, trying to gather things and blow up things. And it timed me out. I would have gotten it someday, maybe, but this first round was not it. It's time for a second round where I try different things. At first, I thought this was a bug, and I was like, oh no, Kaboom's gonna hate me on our next Minecraft Legends podcast, but I think I learned more on my second round. So, starting off the second round, as I escaped the cage, I actually decided to try and destroy the first small base, and it actually worked out. I got more time. This was what I was supposed to do in the first place. So I just went around to small base after small base, gathering some time. I was everywhere, and then I got to this, which is apparently a small base. I had 9 minutes to do this to get more time. I thought, it's a little bit bigger of a smaller base, so it should count for a little bit more time, right? So I'm just going back and forth into all these little sections, blowing everything up, kind of just going back and forth, making sure I destroy everything nice and thoroughly. Did I mention it's back and forth a lot? That's kind of a common theme. But now I'm down to 5 minutes, and I'm blowing up the last thing in this bastion for a crap ton more time. I started with 9 minutes and down to 8 minutes. That was a time killer. So going back to some more smaller bases, and I'm just losing time getting more time. I'm losing time getting more time. That's not good. So it's time to actually try and get a bigger base for maybe bigger time. That's my thought process anyway. So approaching the base is Horde of the Spore, my favorite. And we go up and down, back and forth, blowing up things and gathering more creepers, slowly making our way up to the top. And so we can get in and keep a sustained army of creepers up there. Getting to the top, I'm low on health, but I gotta keep going because that time is of the essence. So it's just keep on going, keep on going. If I die, well, I'm probably gonna lose anyway. So I went straight for the portal, and wow, we got really close. It was half down. But by the time I grabbed more creepers and went back, it was at 100%. And honestly, in a time like this, jumping off a cliff just really helps keep that time, you know. It's exactly what you want to do in a time like this. It just is so helpful that I'm spending this long talking about I jumped off the cliff. Perfect. Now getting back up to the top, I made myself a little base right in there so I could go back and forth with creepers and just try to get that portal down, even though it was still healing itself, but it just wasn't enough. It kept healing up way too fast. And with that, it's the final countdown. And I lost it. I lost both of the rounds. And for time's sake, that's going to be it for this video. I didn't do too great on this one. This is a much harder one. But man, this one is fun and it's interesting. It has that twist. And if you do manage to win, there is a Halloween skin. I can't really show you it that well because I failed miserably. I think, this is 3 Lost Legends now that I'll have to go back and redo at some point. I just wanted to show you this to show what not to do, at least. I mean, learn from my mistakes, maybe, or maybe not. But at any rate, you should hit the like button. Really fun one, like I said. And man, I gotta get better at this Legends thing. I mean, I'm not too legendary at this one.